You made a speech about Black Lives Matter, literally about the fact that you had an African-American friend, and until you had sort of talked with him, you didn't realize the sort of day-to-day indignity and worse that he suffers. You made that in front of your employees when, 2016?
Yeah, that was fall of 2016.
And it wasn't, you weren't streaming it live on the internet, but it was, it ended up on YouTube. It wasn't in a private forum.
No, it was an employee setting, and it was literally supposed to be a family conversation, right? And you know, these things have cameras on them now, and so literally I made the little talk. It was I think it was 11, 12 minute.
But it wasn't off the cuff. It was a speech you gave.
No, I'd put a lot of thought into the comments. I really had. I was very deliberate about what I wanted to say. And look, it was a bad time. You remember what was going on? Ferguson, Missouri, what was going on? The situation up in Minnesota and in Louisiana. It was in Dallas. I mean, 2 weeks before I gave this talk, you know, you had 5 police officers killed in Dallas, and so we just had all of these activities going on and some amazing racial tension. And my view was that none of our political leaders were stepping up in a way that gave context to our people. And my employees were struggling with this. And I was feeling tension among my employee base. I said, I need to talk to this. And I'd had the conversation with literally one of my best friends. And he gave me some context that it was just like, wow, I was embarrassed. He told me some things that he had gone through as a kid growing up in Louisiana. The first child to go to an integrated school as an African-American in Louisiana. You can imagine what he experienced. And I said, man, you've just given me context. And I went and talked to my people about, look, I don't know where you are on this spectrum. You may think the police need to crack down, or you may say, no, these police need to be brought under control. And I said, I don't know where you are, but understand, if you're an African-American, how you view this. And I gave them that perspective, and it was received very, very well by my employee base across the whole spectrum of our company. I left there after this little 11-minute talk. I got in the car, and my smartphone was blowing up. An individual had already posted it on YouTube, and it had gone viral rather quickly. But I'm glad I did it. I'm actually pleased that it went viral. I think it was a good message that served.
What do people outside the company tell you about that? Do you get reaction outside the company, or is it?
I got mixed, as you can guess. I got some negative reaction, but I will tell you, it was literally 2% negative, 98% very, very positive, and even thankful to a certain degree.
Have people been asking you to expound on that, to talk more about that? You said things were bad in the summer of 2016. They haven't really gotten a lot better, right? We got Nazis marching in the street. Is there a reason you're not making more of those speeches?
I didn't make that speech to the general public. I made it to my employees. Huh? I still talk to my employees at length about this topic. And there are a number of activities and innovations within the company on how people are engaging in this topic. And basically what this did, it wasn't that profound, what I had to say. It literally was not that profound.
In an ideal world, it would not be profound to say that you should not discriminate against black people, and they've had a historically bad experience in the United States. But that is considered controversial in parts of this world.
Well, I would tell you what it had, the effect that it had with inside AT&T was the CEO gave every employee a license, get out and talk about this. Go talk to that individual about what they're experiencing. Go understand where they stand. And so it initiated a number of conversations, and even with my peers, other CEOs, on this topic. And it was kind of like this big, ugly issue that everybody just kind of kept under a rug, and nobody wanted to really talk about it because it was awkward and it was uncomfortable and it wasn't very pleasant. All of a sudden, people are just talking about it and putting it out on the table and discussing it. That could be nothing but helpful, in my view.